Hello, I'm Common, and I'd like to congratulate Donald Trump on becoming the 47th President of the United States. But I do have problems with that. Now, I am an independent, have been an independent for the longest time. But there's a lot of issues that I've noticed that have pissed me off as a human being. Now, I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, but it's not made for the masses. It's basically made for me to get my little feelings out there, so I don't bottle it up. But what I disliked the most was the lying on the job application. You and I apply for jobs, and we lie on our applications. Either we don't get the job, or if they do hire us, we will lose said job once they find out what had happened. Now, with Trump, he told so many lies before he won. I live in Pennsylvania. I did go to a Trump rally. He told me, well, not me personally, but the people in the audience, that if he didn't win, they were going to change the name of the state of Pennsylvania. No, they're not. They're not going to change the name. But that's a blatant lie. He also said the auditorium that we were in was completely packed. It was not. He also said that there were people waiting outside. There were not. That auditorium was about half full. So when you're going to lie to me about things that I can obviously see and I know not to be true, how can I trust you as the President of the United States? And all these other issues, that immigrants are eating the dogs. It's disproven. Haitians don't eat dogs. Now, there might be some other groups that eat dogs and cats. We all heard that. But do I know that to be true? No, I do not. But I know Haitians, that's not their diet. And then to have the man lie to me and everyone else, but still the American people accepted it and they went along with it. So I will go along with this. I've lived through 8 years of George Bush Jr., who was the worst president of my time, up until Trump. Because I'd like to say I did vote for Trump in 2016. And I was trying to shake things up, but he disappointed me on COVID, lying about that. It's like, it's going to be like the flu, it's going to go away. Then you actually hear the tapes where he said, this is serious and it's airborne and people are going to die. Just own up to it. We all make mistakes. I have kids. I've been married. I make mistakes. I make mistakes on my job. I own up to it. I don't sit there and sugarcoat it. I admit I'm sorry, and I try to do better so I can become a better person. And this man has not become a better person at all. He doesn't appreciate the power that he can wield in this country and other countries. The only thing I can say to anybody viewing this video, learn more so you can know more. Knowledge is power. So hopefully in the next 4 years, if he leaves office, because he did say, you only have to vote one more time, you'll never have to vote again. And I've also heard him on a recent recording saying, I wish I would have never left that office. So hopefully this country can stay a democracy, and hopefully you can love your neighbor like me and my neighborhood. This is a Republican stronghold. And I felt uncomfortable. I was going to support Kamala, and I wanted to put a sign in front of my house. But I didn't do it for the simple fact I didn't want to put my family in jeopardy just in case, because everybody in this neighborhood, they're a Trumper. And if he didn't win, I thought that could bring harm onto my family. And no American should feel that way. That you can't put a sign out supporting anyone. A gay pride fact. I don't care if you're gay. It has no bearing on my life. If you have an abortion, it has no bearing on my life. And those people that do, technically they don't want abortion. They're anti-abortion. Well, you don't want to feed those poor children when they come out. Well, you can't have welfare. You can't have food stamps. We don't want to do that. Well, then, isn't that talking out both ends of your mouth? You can't have things both ways. Either you want people to have babies, and some people won't be able to afford those babies, so you're going to have to provide them with some type of service. And this is what I mean by lying on the job application. If you're not willing to do the job, or if you don't even know the job, I've managed in different companies. I've had people that, said things on their resume. It's like, okay, you have experience. Okay, do you know how to work this type of equipment? It's like, It's like, well, you don't know how to do the job, so why do you want to lie? I get it. All companies train people. You come in the door, I'm going to train you on the way I want you to do this particular job. But having no knowledge of the job or not having any interest, you can go to Skillshare, you can go to YouTube, you can learn some of these skills. That tells me that you're really not that interested. You want a title like this gentleman, but you don't want to do the work. And on that note, learn more and do better.